Stephen Eskinazi, must be tough to take. Middlesex played so well the first couple of days of the game. Somerset obviously fought back hard, and then on the final day at lunch, it was still in the balance. Tough one in the end for you.
Yeah, phenomenal game for the neutral, as you just spoke about. Seesawing affair, high quality first class cricket for the first 4 days of the season. And I guess we wouldn't have had it any other way if we'd been on the right side of the result. Proud of the efforts we showed for the first 2.5 days in particular. But fundamentally, we probably patted ourselves on the back a bit too much the first 2.5 days, and we've walked away with nothing. So it doesn't mean too much when you don't walk away at the end of the game with the points, but we certainly will be taking some positives into next week.
Where do you think you let it slip after the first 2 days?
2 crucial points. I think yesterday, 220 for 2 effectively, foot on the throat, and we gave it away with the bat, and that's our responsibility. It's just simply not good enough. Good sides bury opposition there, particularly really good sides like Somerset. And then similarly today, the game in the balance, 6 down. The onus is on us as a bowling group to take 2 quick ones and ice the game, and we weren't able to do it. So is it a quality thing? Is it a character thing? We're going to have to learn quickly going into the Hampshire game.
The irony, I guess, of the disappointment with the bat in the second innings was that the first innings you'd have taken so much out of it yourself as an individual, but as a team as well. You've added 2 hours with Sam Robson for that 22, which is exactly what the coach has talked about, and how Middlesex need to turn around some batting ways. You did it, Robbie White did it, batted a long time for his 17. That helped Sam in his innings, tremendous innings from him. And then yourself as well, 50 in the second innings to get it before that collapse.
Yeah, we are learning, and we worked extremely hard as a batting group. But again, it doesn't mean much when you come out on the wrong side of the result. We had an opportunity to get 50 to 75 more in that second innings and make it a really, really difficult day for their boys today. You don't lose many games from 220 for 2, so sure there were some positives, but we're at a point now where positives aren't good enough, points are good enough.
Yeah, I was going to say the positive to take away from it is that Somerset have been the form team for a number of years, been I think second in 4 out of 5 years or so. So this was always going to be a marker first game for Middlesex of where they're at. For the most part, Middlesex are at a very good place. But I'm sure obviously that at the moment is tough to analyse because it will feel like quite a crushing defeat.
Yeah, no doubt there's huge positives. We'll be taking that into next week. But I guess winning is a habit, and so is losing. So we need to make sure that we shift that momentum, we put it to the back of our minds very, very quickly. With 7 games in 7 weeks, we can't be dwelling on anything. So we'll be unbelievably disappointed today. We'll acutely know that it's not good enough for our members, our supporters, and more importantly for the people up in the dressing room. But we're going to have to recoup, regather, and get down to the Ageas Bowl against a side that have played phenomenally well for 4 days. So they're going to be markers of our game every single week, and there's not going to be a single easy week for us, so we're going to have to get down there and earn some respect the first couple of days, get back into our rhythm, back into our groove, and start putting some points on the board. A
word for Ethan Bamber, 6 wickets in the match. He was the leading wicket taker for Middlesex in the game, and a real positive out of this.
Yeah, phenomenal. Ethan's had some really difficult times on and off the field the last year and a half, so we're so unbelievably proud of the way he went about it. He does everything with a smile on his face, including bowling and nicking off good quality batsmen, and to see good things happen to good people is something that we love here at Middlesex. So we always had faith, we always had belief, we knew his skill level was extremely high, and his character shone through today. So yeah, we couldn't have asked for any more from him.
And Sam as well would have been determined to have a good start to the season. His form hasn't been bad, but the runs haven't quite been there to the weight that he'd have wanted. That was a great start. Something you'll need is those runs at the very top of the order from him, an experienced head.
Absolutely. Without your overseas, test batter in the side, Sam takes that mantle of the most experienced player, and he's done it time and time again, and particularly in April and May when it's most difficult. His game is well suited, he's phenomenally disciplined, and he showed again why he's such a good player and why he's obviously going to be pushing for higher honours as every time he pulls on the Middlesex shirt. He's something that us young guys look up to in red ball cricket, and we're delighted the way he started, and I'm sure he's hungry to continue that next week.
Thanks for your time.